Hey YouTube, Squadron Mates, how you guys doing? Dan the Plastic Man here. Ooh, excuse me. Must need a drink. But welcome to part 2 of my review of the Justice Gundam. This is going to be a far more of a comparison video, because I got rid of all the nitty-gritty yesterday, except for a couple things that I wanted to do with the flight pack before my battery decided to die on me. So, would imagine that a lot of you have questions for comparisons to another Master Grade that I am a major fan of. So, where's the switch? As you'll see, it's spinning into view now. We are comparing Justice to Infinite Justice. I'm going to show off as many of the accessories and the differences as I can. We'll look at the flight packs. Granted, Infinite Justice is a 2008 or 2009 Master Grade, but it is still a very good kit. It is a kit I highly recommend, even to this day, just because of how well it was designed and thought out. Justice has a couple legs up on it in certain aspects, but then again, Infinite Justice has a couple legs up on the Justice in my mind. So let's stop the turntable. Let's go ahead and do the show off the things on the flight pack that I wanted to show off. First and foremost, we'll get the flight pack off of the display stand and I'll bring it in here. What I'm going to go ahead and do, just because it's a bit annoying for me honestly, is I'm going to collapse the beam cannons back and push them as far back as they should be. It's a really cool gimmick that you can extend these, but I swear that that rail track, again, does not like me. So let's get it all locked down. I mean, it pops back in, no problem. It's just a tiny, tiny annoyance. So one of the biggest things I wanted to show off, I'm going to pull my camera back here just a little bit, and you're going to have to excuse my reach. Let's take the connector here. This is a connector specifically for the flight pack when you are having it sitting straight and you're going to have the Justice riding it like the Green Goblin would ride his glider. So I'm going to move Infinite Justice off to the side real quick. I'm going to move the turntable back so I've got a little extra room. So you need to do a couple things before you, of course, put the Justice on the flight pack. You've got a couple peg holes here that you need to take out. And then just slide the glider open. Now you need to also prep the rail right here by collapsing everything in on itself. And then you can see there's 2 grooves right here, and those match up perfectly with this stand and everything. I'm going to raise my camera up just a little bit. And then we come to the bottom of the Justice's feet and pull out these pegs. Come on. There we go. You need a little bit of a fingernail to be able to get in there. But stomp that down. Lock that into place. And there you go. It's definitely going to wobble on you. But you can see right here, he's not going anywhere. And my only concern, again, is just the stability of the display base itself. But I don't know. As long as you don't bump it. I mean, this seems to be holding on well enough. It's a bit... There are some heart palpitations as I watch this. But still, this is a far more stable ride on the flight pack. Everybody clench. Than what you would get with the Infinite Justice flight pack, which literally you would just open, extend out the nose and the cannons, slide the engine covers back, and then you would just have the... Okay, am I missing something here? No, it's fully extended out. You would literally just have the Justice riding this. Kind of like this. So there was no real stability for holding the Infinite Justice onto this. The stability came in if you wanted to have him playing hang glider or anything along that line. But still, you know, it's a really cool gimmick that both of these suits have. And then, of course, I want to compare the size of the Infinite Justice's flight pack to the Justice, so... Tip my camera back, extend it up. Raise it up, tip it down, and... yeah, they're nowhere near the same size. You've got maybe an inch or two wingspan difference on each side, and that's pretty crazy. So as far as other comparisons that I wanted to do, let's take a look at some of the accessories just to see what happens when you go from Justice to Infinite Justice. You've got Justice's beam rifle, which is very good and well detailed. I had to, again, color the blue for the scope. Let me lower my camera just a bit more, try to get out of this glare that my screen is showing me. But yeah, I had to use some Tamiya clear blue on the scope. I had to do the same for Infinite Justice's beam rifle, but it's not nearly as visible here as it is here. But they both have really good color separation, and I like both of these rifles. They're really, really cool. And then let's go with, of course, here's the boomerang that you get on the Infinite Justice. You'll only get one versus the pair that you get on Justice, if I can just pop this out. Now this, to me, doesn't really look like a boomerang. Now that I say that, I see the boomerang shape, but this one seems a bit more, when you've got the blade out, it's just, I don't know, more stylistic. And then you've got the shield that the boomerang plugs into. This is one of my favorite parts about the Infinite Justice, is how you've got four different items all on one shield. You've got the shield, you've got the pincher claw that can be extended here, you've got a beam shield emitter, and then you've got the beam boomerang that can be kept on the shield, and you just insert the insert the effect part, and you've got a very nice saber blade, versus the Justice's shield, which is just Freedom's shield. It's an anti-beam shield, so there's nothing on it. You've got a vision slit, and Freedom did actually stick his rifle barrel through this port a couple times in Siege just to take a shot or two. And then you've got the sabers, which we went over the sabers. But all in all, what I would be interested in doing, or seeing if it's possible, because I know it would be possible to kit bash Justice here with parts from Freedom and Providence. They all share the same internal frame. I wanted to... Hang on a second. I'm going to lower my camera real quick. I'm going to try this one more time. The part didn't like me yesterday when I was trying to work with my Freedom. It actually... one of the very bottom pieces on Freedom's backpack snapped, which I was not thrilled to see. Come on out of there, Freedom. Don't you dare knock anything over. Whew. Okay. So, here is Freedom's backpack. Here's his wings. I'm curious, first and foremost, you can see what kind of snapped right there. I'm going to get some glue and try to see if I can get that fixed again. Now we've got this peg here. I wonder, I'm going to lower this just because this is really starting to make me nervous. I want as much of a stable platform under this thing as possible. What happens? No, this doesn't look like it's the right size peg. It is not. But while we're using this, let's plug this back in. Let's see what happens here. Does it... Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh, this is getting good. Let's take this off. I'm just going to set Justice on the ground here. Let's bring this back down. Look at this. It, apart from the fact that it says ZGMF X10A, it matches Injustice's back perfectly. So, customizers and kit bashers, you've got 3 really epic looking suits that would be fairly easy to bash parts on, because again, it's the same frame for Freedom, for Justice, and for Providence. So now that that's done, let's take, just for giggles, okay, pull those pegs back up. I'm just going to let you lay there. It's not like you're going to stay with that backpack on, because this is definitely going back on you, but let's collapse this down. Pull this out, come on. Bring my camera down. That's up, you Nimrod. Down, down, down. There we go. And there's that. Freedom. It should. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh, the gears are turning, guys. The gears are absolutely turning. This is gonna get fun. Now where? I know. Oh, there it is. Come on. I dropped a saber from Freedom's side skirt. Come on, peg in. But I hope you guys are starting to see what can be done here, because not only that, we can take pieces like the cockpit hatches and swap them. Oh, the creative juices are really starting to get going here, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, because I've done the comparisons that I wanted to, which was Infinite Justice, show off parts of Freedom, show off whether or not, we'll show off how easy kit bashing some of these parts could be. And the answer is very, very easy. You just have to do a little bit of putty and sanding, because it's not like you can have Freedom's backpack on Justice and still have it say X09 on Justice's back skirt and then X10 on the Freedom's backpack. So you just have to do a little bit of finagling. But I hope you guys liked this little video. If you did, please leave me a like, subscribe to me, leave me some comments. Give me just one moment here. I'm going to put Freedom back up before anything bad happens to him. Okay, he is back in his display stand. And also, real quick, I want to give a very special shout out Apologies, guys. I want to make sure I get this absolutely right. So, the special shout out for this video and thanks goes to a Mr. Andy Tubbs from my Patreon. What I'm going to be doing in the next day or two is I'm going to be launching a $5 reward tier, because right now the main reward tier is $1. The biggest thing that is going to be on the $5 reward tier is I'm going to start putting up polls, and you guys who commit $5 or more a month to me will be able to vote on kits that I build next. And while I've got Justice here, I'm going to give you guys a very brief teaser of another video I'm going to be shooting later today, but I thought you guys might want... Guess what's here? So, again, thank you to everybody for being squadron mates. Thank you, Andy, for your contribution, and I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like, subscribe to me, leave me some comments. I love reading them and getting to know you guys. Thank you for being squadron mates, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye-bye.